I want to explain some about the method of my madness, and I think I've got a new way to explain what I'm trying to do. Okay, some people think that I'm a know-it-all prick, that I'm negative, that I'm aggressive, all of that sort of stuff, and they're absolutely half right about me. Let me explain. Have you ever been married? Have you ever been in an intimate relationship? One thing you'll notice in it is that if you aren't honest, you will pay. It can be disastrous to be dishonest in a partnership, in any kind of sustained intimacy. It can screw things up badly if you're dishonest. It can also screw things up horribly, disastrously, if you're honest. That is, the demands for honesty and for tact and diplomacy, both of them go up. That is, the tighter the partnership or the intimacy, the tighter the tolerances. You have to be really honest and you have to be really tactful. And there are trade-offs. There will be times when you have to figure out, okay, should I speak my mind or should I bite my tongue? I love this poem about it by Philip Larkin. It's called Talking in Bed. Talking in bed ought to be easiest. Lying there together goes back so far, an emblem of two people being honest. But more and more time passes silently. Outside, the wind's incomplete unrest builds and disperses clouds in the sky. Dark towns heap up on the horizon. None of this cares for us. Nothing explains why, at this unique distance from isolation, it becomes still more difficult to find words at once true and kind, or not untrue and not unkind. He's talking there about the silence that comes when you get in this bind. Should you speak your mind? Should you bite your tongue? So, why do I bring that up? It's true not just of marriages. I mean, the best marriages, I think of them, I could paraphrase it as, what I love about us is that we can talk about anything, provided we don't. It's true of all intimacies that the demands for tact go way up and the demands for honesty go way up. The tolerances get tighter the tighter you are with each other. Now, there are people out there who are saying that the times call for greater tact, greater kindness, greater niceness, that things are getting tighter. We should learn to live and let live. Well, my point here is live and let live is easy when you don't have to live with each other. And technically, because of communication technology, because of the power that all human beings have now, given technology, we are up in each other's faces. We are in each other's thing. That is, your decisions affect me and my decisions affect you more than ever before. And that's a problem because it is tightening the tolerances. We have to be both nicer to each other and more honest with each other. The tolerances are tightening the way they do in a marriage. We're all kind of married to each other. This is the bind that politicians found themselves in as well. They try to maintain intimacy with all this vast variety of diverse interests and values. And so, of course, they're stuck trying to be tactful and in a bind about being honest because pandering sells. And then you get a Donald Trump who comes through and panders and calls it being honest, as being blunt, telling it like it is. But it's all pure pandering. So what I'm suggesting is that I am leaning into honesty over tact. I'm trying to stay tactful. I'm trying to employ what I call carrot sticks. I poke as much as necessary and no more than necessary. I want to try to maintain my human-to-human bond with people. At the same time, I need to be blunt and honest. And I do not consider this speaking truth to power. That would be a pretentious thing for me to claim about myself. I do not speak truth. I speak honestly. Honesty is not truth, obviously. Lots of people honestly believe untrue things, and I can think of no reason why I would be an exception to that. But what I am trying to do is figure out a better combination of giving each other space, being direct and honest, and being tactful, because the tolerances are tightening. And they're tightening the way they do in any kind of intimacy. The tighter the intimacy, the tighter the tolerances. You really have to watch out not to be too honest or too tactful and too hopeful, too realistic. It's think about how this works with little children. I call it titration. How do you titrate in reality into the minds of tots? It's hard work. And in a way, we're all still tots. We were in diapers just weeks ago, my darlings. We were young very recently. And we're all trying to be as realistic as we can afford to be with each other. And we will blow it. We will be too tactful, not honest enough, and we will also be too honest. Ouch. Both things, because it's gotten tighter and tighter. The tolerances are tighter and tighter. We have to be honest with each other. We have to be kind with each other. We're looking for words at once true and kind, or not untrue and not unkind. And that's my work, and I invite you to do it with me. And I invite you to do it at me too. And I do find also that the greatest lubricant for this is irony. The recognition that we're all stuck in this bind of trying to be honest and trying to be tactful. I think of it as sitcom. That is, we have to sit calmly with the agitation that we see actually expressed in sitcoms. When someone says something blunt as an aside, that tension, they're always playing. Sitcoms are always playing with the tension between being honest and being tactful. There is delight to be had in there. There's delight and communion and humanity to be had in us doing that with each other, sitting calm with the sitcom of life, where we have to be extremely tactful and extremely honest. That's the bind.